I found something very valuable to me at my local annual community rummage sale. Something I never thought I would see again because of my thieving relatives that stripped my granddad's possessions like a vulture. I wasn't expecting anything, but there were a few things that meant a lot to me, and that was the tools and the things that we had used growing up elk hunting. The tents and the lanterns and those things that just feeling it and thinking about it, it's almost like I was there. And I've really missed having some of those things. I don't really know what happened to them. But at the local rummage sale, I found these two things. And this is basically an exact replica of what we had growing up. For you Zoomers, our Zoomer brothers, what this is a lantern that runs off of white gas. It was just a purified form of gas that was really clean. It didn't have any additives. It would last a long time before it would varnish. And you would pour it in here. You know, many of you guys probably still have these and grew up with them. And just that hissing sound that came from the mantles. You pour this gas in here, and this is an airtight chamber. And it's actually, there's a little compressor here that you would hand pump. You would unscrew this, and then you'd put your finger over the hole, and you would pump that up until you got pressure. And as the night would wear on, the tent would get darker and darker, and someone would have to get up and pump it. You didn't have those propane bottles that we have now. But this is very cool, and something that's inside is especially amazing that I was able to find it. So this is very cool. This is a U.S. Forest Service storage can. When you would have ordered up from the cache, a lantern kit, you would have gotten a red box like this that had everything that you needed to perform the task. And that's what's really cool. The cache system really works well on the fires to get equipment to men what they need. And this would have been half of that kit. So you would have had everything in here, including a funnel and a rag, as well as the other box would have included the lantern with additional mantles and maybe even some tools or laminated instructions that would tell you how to troubleshoot if something didn't work. They really have it down, and I think the fact that the tradition that they still maintain a lot of these old tools and things, it's interesting to me, and it just I like the mystique of it. So this box, how it was made, I was happy to see this. It's just plywood with fiberboard on the side, and it just has a gate latch on there, right there, and then a couple hinges. Sometimes these things are unique depending on what ranger district you may be in. Many of them had their own wood shops, and they would build the things that they would need. And sometimes others would see it, they would copy it, and it would go into production. Sometimes they're just one-off for one specific area, unique to this area. And we live really close to a federal ranger station, and there's a lot of guys that retired here that work there that when they're having rummage sales and garage sales, if you go there, they have a lot of these cool things. I'm always on the lookout for them. But enough of my talking, let's get inside. So inside is, of course, a piece of this heavy rag, canvas rag that you can use for cleaning up. A lot of people like me spill fuel, and you want to clean it up, especially if you're inside of a cabin or a tent. And then it's made to hold the old school Coleman 1-gallon can. That's how it came. And you can see inside it has that fiberboard, maybe. And then, no, this is not plywood. This is old. This is actually Doug fir right here. So that's 1x right there. I thought it was plywood. Yeah, of course it wouldn't be. Yeah, and that fiberboard, but it's still, what a nice package, right? That's pretty cool. Really cool to have found that. But this is what, one of the things that Granddad had that I really, really wanted, and this is the original funnel that you would use to pour the gasoline in. And this one, like his, is solid copper. And how cool is that? What it would do is there's this, I don't want to damage it, but if you look inside, you can see it's blue felt. And felt, oily felt won't allow a water to go through. So that's a big concern with these things. You want to keep the water out of the fuel. And this was just a brilliant little design, and you can try it. Water will just bead up on there. Granddad always strained everything, all of his two-stroke, everything through this funnel. I remember it like I was there. And I found one. That's amazing. Yeah, I remember as a little boy him demonstrating to me how the water beaded up on that funnel. And I thought I'd share that with you. I was pretty proud of it. I like that old Forest Service stuff. Kind of a cool thing. You know, side story, I'll close with this. The guys that did the concrete over there for the new shop had found some belt buckles and some Forest Service things, and he gave those to me, which was kind of cool as well. So, I don't know. I guess you don't have to make excuses for your passions or your hobbies. Or I think more than anything, this equipment. You know, I don't think it's the Forest Service that really it is for me. That's the driving factor, or my passion for it. It's just that my granddad came out of World War II, and you know, worked in the forest and worked with the Forest Service and logging industry, and he had these things, and they're just so iconic to me, and they were they're a memory of him, I guess is what it is. And that's why I collect them, I guess. Thanks for watching. May God bless you and your families. Please keep us in your prayers, and we'll see you all on the next video.